Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door. And happy transfer deadline day. Absolute bloody chaos at the moment. There's about 5 deals have just gone through in the last 5 minutes. So I suspect we're going to spend the evening talking about transfers rather than Watford versus QPR, which we are here to watch along. Lots and lots of business done. We'll talk a little bit about it, but I promise, do a championship transfer deadline day video first thing tomorrow morning. I absolutely promise. I'll get up nice and early and get all of that done. Plenty of movement in the championship today. Not particularly at Watford or QPR, although Domingos Quina has gone out from Watford, hasn't he? We're going to see Steph Johansson's debut. But with all of that being said, I'm going to rely on you guys to keep me up to date on the transfer deadline day stuff. I'll keep an eye on the game, okay? But I'm sure there's plenty of you watching at the same time. One thing I really need you to do, though, is when Ben Davies finally goes through to Liverpool, you need to tell me because I've got a video ready to go already in the can. And Preston have just announced Liam Lindsay, which we thought was going to be after Ben Davies was announced. But hey, transfer deadline day, or as the Charlton and Millwall journalist Richard Coyle called it, ball ache day, basically, which it absolutely is trying to keep up with. Plenty of stuff on the channel today. Let me know that you can see me, hear me loudly, clearly. Get your predictions in for Watford versus QPR over in the comments. The last game of this round 27 of the championship. Great round this week. Tightened up a little bit at the top with Norwich drawing against Middlesbrough, and Emi Buendia suspended for 2 games, which does give Watford a bit of a sniff at the top there, and we will see if they can take advantage tonight. We will indeed find out. Before we go any further, let's give a quick shout out to our fan sponsor, who is Charlie. 30 years of loyal. Here's to many more. Big thank you as ever to Charlie, and you can support the channel via Super Chat. Excuse me. At any point in the broadcast, first Super Chat in the stream becomes King of the Bin. What an honour that would be. Obviously, Patreon we will plug as well. But if you are here and you are watching this fine broadcast, then do hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, ring the bell, and do all of the business you need to over there. Should we have a look at the teams? I haven't even written them down. I've just finished my dinner. For Watford, in goal is still Backman, the cycling goalkeeper, still having an issue with a broken finger. Indeed, poor Ben Foster. Mark Navarro comes in at right back. Kiko Firmino not fit. Sierralta continues at centre-back with William Troost-Ekong as his partner. That has been Xisco's go-to there. Jeremy Ngakia starting at left-back. In central midfield is Will Hughes and Nat Chalobah, who has been heavily linked today with a move to work with Brendan Rodgers at Leicester City, which I'm sure he would have been all over. James Garner has gone out from Watford, and Dan Gosling has come in to Watford. We dealt with that in the video this morning. That was all cleared yesterday. We've got this weird situation again as well. Tom Cleverley, will he play wide? I'm not sure he will. They've got on SofaScore Ismail Assar playing down the left. We had this exact same thing against Stoke in the watch-along, and it ended up with Will Hughes playing down the left, Cleverley and Chalobah playing central, and Sarr playing down the right. Keep your eye on the Watford midfield because they're basically playing a right winger and 3 central midfielders, which doesn't bode well for the balance of the squad. Up top, the much maligned Andre Gray is replaced by João Pedro. And the penalty machine, Troy Deeney. Will we get a Troy Deeney penalty tonight? I don't know. Will he hit it down the middle? If he does get one, yes, of course he will. So that is your Watford team. Let's have a little look at the substitutes bench for Watford. And Rob Elliott is a new signing, free agent, used to play for Newcastle. Mason Barrett, not familiar with the player, plead the fifth on that one. Craig Cathcart, Ben Wilmot, Joseph Hungbo as well, pass. Ken Semmer, Sam Dolby, Andre Gray and Philip Zinkernagel. You would suspect quite strongly it would be Zinkernagel, Gray, Semmer, Wilmot and Cathcart that he turns to. Some youngsters filling up the bench by the look of it for the Hornets there tonight. Let's have a look at the QPR team. Keep your comments coming in, by the way. I'll have a look in just a second. Let's just get through this and get this noted down properly. Dieng in goal for Rangers. Plenty of links with Joe Lumley, their reserve keeper. I think Forest wanted him on loan. Am I right in saying that? We're expecting a 3 at the back here, although Jeff Cameron can play central midfield, obviously. So good to have that versatility. Cameron, Dickey and Barbet. We expect to be a back 3. Lee Wallace at left back. Bless him. Not been popular amongst Rangers fans. Hammerlinen on the bench, you can see down there. Todd Kane, the other side. You would expect that Dom Bull and Stefan Johansson making his debut would sit and allow Ilias Chair to get forward in the number 10 position with no Lyndon Dykes tonight, Macaulay Bonne and the returning hero, Charlie Austin, up top in what we expect. What number is Austin? I can't read that. 45. A352. There we go. How scruffy does that look? You can't see it, can you? Too bright under the lights. Let's have a look at the Rangers bench. Lumley, Hammerlinen, left wing back. Kake, play down the right. Adoma, Betache, Willock, Kellman, and Thomas. Not a lot other than Adoma in terms of game-changing figures there off the bench. Let's get into your comments. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of transfer window stuff in there as well. But let's put some focus on tonight's game as well. Guys, there's absolutely tons. So I'm going to go backwards and work my way up. If your comment was a few minutes ago, put it again and I will read it out. Lewis says the Derby physios will be busy tonight. I think a lot of physios and medical teams will be busy tonight. Why are Forest signing everyone who can walk and Glenn Murray? So Glenn Murray was at Watford on loan. Vladimir Ivic clearly didn't fancy him. I can tell you that firsthand. And he's gone off to Chris Hughton at Forest now. So all over the place. Ewan, hello, my friend. Ewan will be hoping for a Watford win if I know him as I think I do. John says QPR could be in trouble if they lose. Let's bring the league table up actually to John's point, because the tide has been rising around QPR. They themselves, though, did have back-to-back wins and 7 points in 3 games. So it could be worse. It could always be worse. They're 4 points off the bottom there, with concerted runs at the moment by Derby. Forest, pretty good. Rotherham, 7 points in 3 as well. And Sheffield Wednesday, 13 points in 6 around them. Forest have such a bloated roster. Oh, yes, they do. I wonder if we'll see anybody go out from that Forest roster tonight. Has Ben Davies gone yet? For goodness sake, when can I let go on that video? If Forest make another sign, they won't be able to train this week because of the mass gathering rule. I mean, you can only have a 25-man squad, can't you, for goodness sake? But there we go. What's my opinion on Watford signing Mitchell Bergkamp? I'm not aware of this one. Any relation? If he is, he's got good DNA, put it that way. Ben, sorry I've missed you talk about. What do you reckon the issue was with Glenn Murray at Watford? I don't know, really. From my point of view, and this was in a press conference with Vladimir Ivic, he was asked about Glenn Murray, and his body language just completely turned. He obviously didn't either fancy him or get on with him. So some kind of clash of either type of player or personalities there with Glenn Murray. I'd be guessing which, but he didn't fancy him, let's just say. What else have we got here? Speng says, Winston Reid is an amazing signing for Brentford. Have some beer. Provides experience and leadership with Janssen out, can rotate Sorensen and allows Pinnock to play on his preferred left-hand side. Yes, Winston Reid into Brentford. As ever, we will look at all the transfers tomorrow morning. I'll do more detail on Winston Reid there. Cameron managed to get away without going in the fake news sin bin there. 0-0, not because it's a watch-along. Well said, Cameron. I don't think real Enright. We've got a bits bet for today. Hal says 2-1 Watford. Allison says 2-0 Watford. Owen just waiting nervously to see if we get Ainsley Maitland-Niles over the line. We had him at Ipswich many years back. Didn't really work, but obviously he's improved massively since then. I think I'm just going to leave it open on the Preston North End Twitter and wait for Ben Davies to go, because I've been waiting since this morning, for goodness sakes. Right. I've been down there twice this season now, down to Watford. Very hospitable. Up in the press box there, which looks pretty well populated. London Derby and all that. The players are out and they are gathering to observe a minute's silence. Now, forgive me, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't know what this minute's silence is for. My apologies if it's something that I should know. There we go. John Robert Johnny Williams, Watford's 9th highest all-time appearance maker. So tip of the cap there to Johnny Williams there, Watford's 9th highest appearance maker. As ever, when there's a minute's silence at the game, I will keep going and keep chatting. Obviously, my full respects to Johnny Williams, and I hope no one's offended by me talking. It's a minute's applause, so we'll give a clap there. So, right, what else have we got here? Thomas says Liam Lindsay gone to Preston on loan. Imagine Davis is gone soon. Son of Dennis. George Hurst, Ben, and look how that's turned out in terms of players who had talented dads. Yeah, very good. What's your opinion on Ipswich's 2 signings, Parrott and Mattheson? I think that's a move to hang Lambert. So basically, Evans can now say he's backed Lambert. Harrop, Thomas, Parrott, and Mattheson all coming on loan to a squad that should already clearly be in the top 6 in League One. So I think it's Marcus Evans just dotting all his I's and crossing his T's. And if they can't get in the playoffs after that backing, then he knows what to do. Hey, QPR forever. There he is, king of the bin. Yes, you can, sir. We have a king of the bin. It is QPR forever. Let's give him his honours. Let's give him his coronation. He is the players. Well, most of the players taking the knee there. One in particular chose not to, but come on, let's not get into that. Freedom of choice, and I can't be bothered with any of that nonsense. And away we go. QPR versus Watford at Vicarage Road. Let me know if you want a time check in this one. Rangers shooting to the right as the TV cameras are looking at in the Graham Taylor stand. And Rangers have the ball early on in this one. Ball plays it to Larbey, who gets it back inside, and he's going to go all the way home there. Hope it works out for Troy. Championship not ready yet, but we'll bang them in League One. We're quite bad, the joy of America, but there you go. Gregory announced by Derby, he's in. Derby needed a striker, didn't they? And they've got one that is used to the Championship. There's David, our SuperStream sponsor. Hughes left, Sar right, thank God. We imagined it would be. Couple more quickly. Evening, Ben. Trying to get used to this Championship stuff. Are you doing the Dearly Destined Derby tomorrow, Blaze v West Brom? We're going to be doing a super stream tomorrow. It's loads of games, so we'll be live at 5:45 tomorrow. And during the day, the preview is going to be at 12 midday. Lewis Wing to Rotherham, just a million transfers going through. Here come Rangers. Macaulay Bonne pushing towards the box, and Gakia makes the clearance. Chair has recycled it in the 10 position, plays it out wide. Kane tries to cross it in, and Gakia up in the air, headed away by Sierralta. Will Hughes in the left-back position. I was going to say clears that down the line. He's played it in field, and it's gone all the way through to Jeff Cameron at the back, who's gone home to Seni Dieng. 2 minutes gone in this one. Let me know if you want a time check, anybody, a sync check. Ollie says, not too happy about Gregory leaving. They've not been playing any forwards recently, Stoke, have they? Stephen Fletcher back for the last game, but yeah, a team short of goals and short of forwards. So there you go. Here is Chair. Good cross by Chair. I think Bonne left it and Ekong cleared it. Charlie Austin was coming in right behind Ekong, and he was going to stick it in the net. Good clearance. Onside. Good cross by Chair and good defending by Ekong. If he doesn't clear that, Charlie Austin sticking that in the net. Michael says, hope you are not relying on Parrott too much, Ben. Major disappointment. I'm not relying on anything, mate. Don't worry about that. Not the way we've been the last couple of years. In goes the corner to the near post. Bounces off Hughes. Cleverly was there as well. Chair's going to get another go. Stands up João Pedro. Chair knocks it back to Kane. Comes inside on the left foot. Floated in nicely with the left foot there by Todd Kane. And it's cleared. QPR starting just the better of this one, edging the first couple of minutes. Watford haven't been able to get out yet. Back into the box. And Chair's on the back post. And Gakia heads it out for another corner. Good start by QPR in this one. Just coming up, 4 minutes gone. Another corner to QPR, excuse me. Chair holds two hands up. In it goes with the right foot. The nice delivery again. Dickey was underneath. It couldn't quite get there. Larbey recycles, crossing position left. Larbey floats it in. Another good cross by QPR. Dickey heads it into the mixer, and Daniel Bachmann manages to gather that. Bachmann tries to take the goal kick there, and I think is gloriously S-housed, which, if he was, should be a yellow card. Who's our referee today? Referee Jared Gillett of Australia. Let's have a look at this. Has someone got off with a yellow card here? The cross goes in. Dickey heads it back. Bachmann gets it. He then tries to take a quick throw in, a goal kick rather, and that should most definitely be a yellow card for Charlie Austin there. And I don't think he's got one. I can only think the referee Gillett, how are we pronouncing that? Let's call him Gillett. I can only think he didn't see it. Chris says, as a Liverpool fan, interested to know if you think Davies is better than Henderson or Phillips. Probably not better than Henderson, but probably give Phillips. He must be better than Phillips in terms of experience, although you just don't know what the Liverpool training's like. It might be a massively high standard. James says, I'm a tad concerned about Buendia being suspended for Swansea on Friday. Hey, there's Millwall tomorrow as well. I have crunched the numbers today on Buendia, and it is just unbelievable, his influence on the Norwich team. Navarro, long range shot, smashes that over the top. Basically, and this is not hyperbole, Norwich in the Championship without Buendia are a relegation team, 10 points in 12, so less than a point per game. With Buendia, they are runaway champions. I think he's played 60 games, and they've got 2.3 points per game. It's that stark. Norwich with Buendia win the title. Without him, they get relegated. It's that stark, the statistics. Incredible stuff when looking into Buendia today. So don't expect them to be good if the stats are anything to go by. Norwich improve. What would that be? Fourfold. They're 4 times better with Buendia than without. 6 minutes and 45 gone in this one. 0-0. Let me know if you want a time check at any point. Yes, deadline day video tomorrow morning, William. I'm just about done with deals already, and there's still going to be another blooming, what time is it? 7:54. It's going to be another 3 hours of this nonsense. Why can't, as Mick McCarthy says, why can't everyone get organised and just get it done? Why does it have to be done at the last minute, hey? Good window for Derby if Robertson Edmondson sign, says Lewis. Thrown in for QPR from the left. Chair trying to help it on. It's a Watford throw. QPR certainly having the best of the first 7 minutes of this one. Gregory linked with a Blades return for years, especially been a Blade. I was never impressed. He was good up top with Steve Morrison for Millwall League, Gregory. And Derby just need bodies in there, don't they? Just need some strikers. David says, if my bias wasn't at the door, I would comment on Austin. It's definitely yellow card, isn't it? So don't worry about your bias there. Yeah, Michael says, Gregory and Morrison, they're primes. What a partnership that they are. Derby inquired about Ladapo the day before we play them. Something off, Rooney. There we go. What do I think about Henry Lansbury? I can tell you, Tom, because I've already made a video. Don't leave now, but check out the video I made this morning talking about Henry Lansbury. A nice switch of play by Charlie Austin there. Out it goes to Wallace, who's got the joys of Ismail Assar today. You would think Ismail Assar against Lee Wallace is only going to end one way, and that would be a happy way if you're a Hornet rather than a Hoop. Bull does well there. Finds Chair. Chair on the right being tracked by Will Hughes. Chair tries to switch the play. For a player of his quality, that's a very poor ball. Here is Sarr. Looks like the plan is to double up on Sarr there. As soon as he got the ball, he was closed by Steph Johansson, and it was a big finger pointing behind. Cover me, cover me, cover me. So, right, graphics can go in the fake news sin bin. Complete fake news there, saying the watch-alongs are always 0-0. One watch-along in the last 11 has been 0-0. So in he goes into the fake news sin bin graphics there. And thank you to QPR Forever, who is the sponsor of the fake news sin bin today. I will not have my good name and channel besmirched by such nefarious and recalcitrant accusations that the watch-alongs are 0-0 when the statistics say under 10% are 0-0. That is over 90% of the watch-alongs are not 0-0. Complete fake news. Good job. Someone did the stats. Oh, Russ wants some credit. Everybody, let's give Russ some credit. There we go. He did help me with the Buendia stats this morning. Thank you, Russ. I'll say thank you publicly as well as I said thank you privately. There we go. Is that better? Row at 10 in the corner at Millwall. I quite fancy us to get something against Norwich. Well, statistically, if Norwich don't have Buendia, you will. But hey, lies, damn lies and statistics and all that. And Gakia crosses that into the back post. Out it goes. Watford haven't started well here. Let's have a look at the numbers. They've barely had a kick, haven't they? 37% possession. Where's the passes? Down the bottom, innit? They haven't got them up. Yeah, 32. Okay, it's not as bad as I imagined it would be, but QPR definitely the better of the first 10 minutes. Time check. We'll do a time check at 12 minutes, unless I forget in the minute's time. Thank you. Thank you. Who was that? Who's saying, thank you? Oh, God, what was that guy? He was always in the Royal Variety thing. I can't remember his name. Ashby. There we go. Tony says, I wonder whether Brentford should have signed anyone else. Hard to say they have that team that's unbeaten in 18 needs to strengthen. Yeah, always strengthen, though, when you're strong is the way, isn't it, normally? And I suspect they had the money, but there we go. House is on Swansea after that. Lies, damn lies and statistics. Cleared down the ground by Backman. Watford not in the game yet. Dickey heads it down to Kane. Kane back to Dickey into Cameron, who goes home to Seny Dieng. One opening so far. William Troost Ekong intercepting a really nice Ilias chair cross that was going to find Charlie Austin if he didn't, and nearly found Macaulay Bonne as well. Otherwise, nothing doing. In the main, QPR just edging territory and possession thereafter. Ooh, Backman getting a hospital ball back there. Good press by QPR. I think it was Johansson. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is. It was Tom Cleverley played it back. Backman did well, actually. Good press by Steph Johansson, making his QPR debut. Remember Johansson in 17-18, part of a brilliant midfield free. Austin here. Austin hits it low, straight at Backman from the edge of the box. Difficult chance. Steph Johansson, part of a brilliant midfield free for Fulham in 17-18 with Tom Kearney and Kevin McDonald. Mitrovic and Sessegnon in that team as well. Ryan Fredericks, brilliant team that was under Slavisa Jokanovic, who obviously got promoted with Watford in 14-15 as well. I'm a mind of useless information when it comes to the Championship. What are you guys saying in the comments here? Who's the best striker in the league? Zhao, Tony, Armstrong or Pookie? Definitely one of those four. They're the top four scorers, aren't they? Deeney can still do it, can't he, as well? But maybe those players there you've mentioned have got more years ahead of them than Troy Deeney has. Here is Sarr, the danger man, down the right. Sarr. Oh, nice looking cross there. João Pedro pulled off Cameron, but he heads it away. I think either somebody is offside or there is a foul being given. And there you have it. Ben Davies has joined Liverpool, which means I can likely put my video up that I made earlier. Let's just hit publish on that whilst we're in this stream, and then I can forget about it, for goodness sakes. There we go. And it's live, as Martin Tyler would say. Good. I can forget about it. Won't you forget about me? Cameron plays back to Dieng. Rangers looking comfortable so far. Thank you, Paul. Ben Davies confirmed 39 seconds ago. Very good politician's answer there, says Don. It's the right answer, isn't it? Here is Kane down the right-hand side. And Bull exchanges passes with Chair. Deeney back helping in the midfield, really with Watford, who can't get the ball really. Rangers dominating the ball at the moment. Here's Kane down the right, inside. Ball is looking for Bon. Can't find him. Here come Watford. That breaks down, but Sierralta's got it again. And now it's opened up on the right-hand side. Here's Navarro. What band did Dave Navarro used to be in of the same name? James Addiction, was it? Ekong, Chalobah. Cleverly plays the channel. Here goes Sarr. He's going to get there first as well. Decent tackle that. Linesman didn't have a clue whether that was a goal kick or a corner. He's given a goal kick. Johan Barbet does the honours there. Sky have got a nice replay for us. And I think, did that touch Sarr on the way out? I couldn't even tell on the slow-mo. So fair dues to the linesman. Heard rumours about Adam Armstrong going to West Ham. I think we've heard every possible rumour going today, haven't we? Jane's Addiction and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Nice. Good knowledge. I remember him playing on a Gene Simmons album as well. Here comes Wallace down the left. Wallace inside to Austin. Bull plays it out wide to Kane. Kane comes inside and Gakia. Kane crosses. Left-footed Austin on the back post. Ekong heads away. QPR definitely look the more dangerous of the two sides here. And Gakia slices that one horribly out of play. Right, we'll do a time check. If anyone wants to sync, apologies. I said I would do one ages ago. We'll be at 17 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, okay? For 17:30. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sync. I'm on the booze tonight, Lucy. Nice. Crossed in, looking for Austin again. Really testing out Ekong and Sierralta at the back in the early going tonight. Tonight. La, 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 tonight. Dickey plays it down the line to Kane. It's all QPR, isn't it? Kane, back to Dickey, back to Cameron, to Barbet. A big switch of play there. Kane keeps that one alive with a good header. Dickey steps out of defence, but then plays it back into the centre circle to Jeff Cameron. It's all very patient from Rangers. Cisco on the touchline, telling Watford, get into the press. They are being dominated somewhat in terms of possession and territory at the moment. Chair has surrendered possession there, and it is now a Watford throw-in. David says, were the Watford lads on the lash last night? Well, they've not been in the game so far, have they? Maybe they were. Hughes, allegedly. Foul on Will Hughes by Steph Johansson. Watford free kick, and I was going to say they will all get up the pitch, but they've taken it quickly. Ekong back out. To Navarro, plays down the line. Barbet plays it home to Dieng. Confidence in his goalkeeper there. Fizzes it back to him. Good control by Dieng. Johansson, who seems to have settled in rather nicely. Wallace and back to Barbet, across to Rob Dickey. QPR playing really nicely, I have to say. Here's Kane. That's got to be Kane. Johansson, Barbet, via Cameron. Barbet's got it. Just back from the halfway line. This does now feel a bit of possession for possession's sake. Rangers need to move the ball quicker, and Steph Johansson's done exactly that. Kane, now right-hand side of the box. He was looking for Macaulay Bonne on the near post. Johansson just taking matters into his own hands there. Just bang. Quick switch of play there when, frankly, it was a bit piddly passing there. It's a brilliant pass by Johansson with the left foot there. Kane probably should do better with that cross. Hits the first man in Gakia, but it's a corner for QPR, which I think is their third of the game. Looking decent. Corner crossed in, headed out by Deeney. Johansson's got it again. Controls it on the thigh. Flips the ball in. It's headed on by Dominic Bull. Watford trying to clear. Don't get it clear. And it's all the way back out to Chair again. Chair on the right wing in a crossing position. Back to Bull. He does cross it to the back post. Austin on the back post. And he can't divert the header goalwards. It's still all QPR for the first 21 minutes. Now, I don't want to rain on Rangers fans' parade here, but we had a similar pattern against Brentford where they played really well in one of our watch-alongs and lost. They're up against one of the higher teams in the table tonight, but they're playing very well, QPR. Another Josh King rumour. Is it going to happen before 11 p.m? And between you guys and the gatepost, do we cash out my Josh King shares in Football Index? When is the right time to go? As Kenny Rogers would say, you got to know how to hold them, or know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Here is Bon. Austin, edge of the box. And Sarr has got back there. Oh, okay. It is happening now with Josh King by the look of it. I think I might raise my price. Let's do it. Sell. Do you say sell? We're going to sell 50%. Or we're going to try. I'm going to put them up for sale. Here we go. If this works, you can enjoy my happiness. There he is. They're on the market. Let's see if we can make some money in the next hour then. Here is Chalobah trying to feed that through to João Pedro. QPR have turned it over. And Dickey has it at the back. Lucy, you can get in the fake news sin bin. Was that watch along a 0-0 too? Right, in goes Lucy. Fake news sin bin there, besmirching my good name. Over 90% of Benjamin Bloom watch-alongs are not 0-0. This is fake news and an absolute myth. Buffoonery. Take the profit and stock up on some Pepsi for the streams. Blew through and through. Knew exactly what was going to happen. There was a warning. There was a warning. Statistics show that 86% of statistics are loaded up, made up on the spot, isn't it? 93.2% of statistics are made up on the spot. Sierralta heads that one down. Offside there, Ilias Chair. They do. They want to go in the bin, don't they? I think they enjoy the attention, eh? Nick, a blatant Luton fan here, says, come on, QPR. Love it. Let's bring up and see how my Josh King shares are doing again. Dirk Kite joins Sky Sports for transfer deadline day. Deadly Dirk Kite. Oh, I think that was the right call, actually. Let's leave that there. I think they're going to sell. Lies, damned lies and statistics, hey? We listen to a few of them, Tony, and then we use the eye test, don't we? Most of the people on this channel are smart enough to do so, aren't they? Football Index, Annie. Get involved. DM me about it. I'll tell you all about it. QPR are sponsored by them. Macaulay Bonne just eased off the ball there by Sierralta. It's too strong for him. Sierralta's complaining. He got an arm in the face, I think, there as well. Graphic says, I admit it, I did want to be in the bin. I know that more than 90% of games had a goal. There you go. If you do it right, Annie. Here is Deeney. Deeney, switch of play. Oh, lovely touch by Ismail Assar there. Navarro plays it diagonally, looking for Hughes. Kane has got there first, though, and Dieng plays it back to Kane. Good football by Rangers, actually. And, wow, Jeff Cameron there stepping past two. And just as I was impressed by his Rio Ferdinand-like carrying the ball out of defence, he takes it straight out of play. Goodness me. Foot race there between Ekong and Austin. That Ekong wins. It's in the right back position now with Ekong. Watford can't get out or into this game at all, really, at the moment. Not looking great. What colour has the fake news bin decorated? I think it's vomit colour, isn't it? The fake news sin bin. Thoughts on Woodgate replacing Jones? Yeah, I'm quite pleased about that, Chris. So sometimes people have a promotion and a job, a manager's job, and it doesn't go well, and then they're done, aren't they? So good to see him getting back in. Prediction show tomorrow midday. Yes, hit the like button, of course. And Navarro flips that one down the line looking for Sarr. Cut out by Lee Wallace, who's playing Ismail Assar okay thus far. But those are words that will put the fear of God up most QPR fans there. Sarr against Wallace. Rangers have won it back. Dickey gets that one clear. And Gakia. He comes forward down the left. Bit of attacking territory here for Watford. Chalobah, cleverly. First time we mentioned their central midfielders. Cleverly tries to cross in, deflects off Johansson. Chalobah plays it back to Cleverly into João Pedro. Lovely back heel. Cleverly into the box, right-hand side. Cleverly crosses it in looking for Sarr. I said this about Watford. They can be quiet in games, but they've just got that quality that when it does click, they really can do damage, can't they? And they nearly did then. Lovely bit of quality from Cleverly. João Pedro with the back heel. Really nice back heel through Barbet's legs. Absolutely mugs him off there. And Cleverly into the box and a crossing position there. Comment of the day from Iain there. I love your top. I get accused of being a Hull fan in this top, but then whatever top I wear, I get accused of being biased towards a team. Clipped in to the back post, the corner recycle. That's come off a Rangers head. It's going to be another corner for Watford. I got a cheeky Portugallis on Saturday. What did you get, Don Ram? Let me guess. A whole chicken with lemon and herb sauce. Beautiful. Do you think there's a danger Preston may do a Hull? No, I don't when Lock Young team. I think Hull was so reliant on Bowen and Grzycki that that just took all the goals and all the talent out of their team. Whereas I think Preston have retooled in a more desirable way. And Sierralta, heads it across the bar there. Goodness me, I think Dieng got a hand to it. The follow-up was João Pedro. That was cleared off the line. Closest anyone has come in this game. And Sierralta hits the crossbar, flicked up off Kane. It's a free header by Sierralta. Probably should do better with that, shouldn't he? Good save by Dieng. I think it may be hitting the bar. We'll have another look at this. Poor from Bonne there. Yeah, it's a completely free hit. Sierralta should be scoring that. He's put it straight down the middle and Dieng just has to hold the arm up and flip that against the bar. João Pedro was offside and it was cleared off the line, but Sierralta puts that in either corner. He's scoring from that close range. Biggest chance of the game. Nice. I've been warned off the hot sauce. What a save, says Noah. I think he should score there. Dieng does what he should do with it, but that's a free header, isn't it? And Dieng basically just can push it onto the bar quite easily. His positioning's good, but I'm looking more at Sierralta on that one. David says, play us a tune. I make this comment every show. There's no speakers in this beautiful Korg Kronos. It needs to be connected to an auxiliary PA system. So I can play you a tune. You ain't going to hear it, though. Here's Kane down the right. Tries to beat Ngakia. Oh, it's going to stay in there fortuitously. Kane and Ngakia battling there. And Ngakia comes away with it. Although it's turned back over. Oh, big tackle by Deeney there. Nothing doing. Fair tackle in the end, but you're only a millisecond away from a red card with one of those. Let's play Benjamin Bloom bingo. What team do I support? Where'd you get your jumper? What product do you use on your hair? Good tackle by Ekong there as Rangers chase down the left-hand side. I think we're going to have a look at that Deeney tackle there. Properly steamed into it. I'm sure Sky will give us various replays of this. Not that they've bothered to yet. Do you think the transfer window is a big distraction? In some ways. Lewis, I think that's a really poor comment, mate. Really, really poor, that. I don't think any football player goes into the attacker with the intention of breaking anyone's leg. Bit disappointing, mate, honestly, that one. Ben arrives on this bleak Monday for Sir Benjamin Bloom, effervescent and vivacious as ever. Ismail Assar is down. I think Lee Wallace is getting the booking. Let's have a look at that one. He's gone in hard there. And if Wallace is going to play against Sarr, he's now got to do so for the next 67 minutes with a booking. Free kick to Watford. Good crossing position. This is right over near the corner flag. It's not recurring. I assume it's going to be swung in by Hughes, left-footed. Ekong's up. Sierralta is up. It's actually going to be taken by Cleverly, right-footed. In comes the free kick. Sierralta up at the back post. Chalobah gets in there, hits the shot right-footed, deflected wide. Live schedule. Live stream schedule this week. I can give you tomorrow. Who asked for that? Ben. We will be live at midday tomorrow for the preview and the super stream at 5:45. So 2 live streams tomorrow. Come and join us. Corner for Watford. Cleverly right-footed in-swinger from the left. Easy for Seny Dieng. I think Vicarage Road is the most intimidating stadium. On paper it is, isn't it, James? But with the Watford home form. It's never as intimidating as a Luton or a Millwall with a full stadium, but there's no fans this season, so maybe it is this season. Saar fouled again there by Steph Johansson. Are they sharing out the fouls on Ismail Saar? I wonder. Free kick to Watford. Yeah, I dispute that one as well, Ben, that a lot of footballers go out to hurt players. I mean, Roy Keane's one. But yeah, certainly the accusation that an Ipswich player, what was the comment, ended George Thorne's career, is, it's not cool. Every tackle is dangerous and every player goes into every tackle knowing it could be their last tackle. And, players need to go in full-blooded and fairly and competitively. And that's the risk every player takes. And we as fans, Larbey, chesting that one. I think we as fans need to show way more respect than assuming that, imagine being the player. Sorry, it sounds like I'm piling in to you, Lewis. He has commented back. I'll read his comment in just a sec. Imagine being the player, having it level that you ended someone's career. You'd feel awful, wouldn't you? Absolutely awful. Wrongly worded, my bad. Just listening to a podcast, George Fawn, completely forgot about it. I was at the game, Lewis, and he was distraught. I remember it very, very well. But as much as I feel badly for George Thorne, God, I remember being at an Ipswich game and Luke Freeman and Grant Ward just went into a tackle completely innocuous, and Grant Ward was out for a year and a half after that, and Luke Freeman just looked sick in the face. It's. I don't think. Obviously, yes, the Roy Keane example is not a good one. And Roy Keane was a great player, but obviously he was rightly banned for that. But that doesn't give Alfie Haaland a year of his career back, does it? But yes. Oh God, Kevin Muscat, yeah. God, do you remember Kevin Muscat on Craig Bellamy? Oof. You know the worst thing about Muscat as well? He scored a 30-yarder against Ipswich in the last minute for Wolves. Horrible player. Deary me. Serves you right for Muscat, that. Of course it does. But no, Lewis, appreciate you coming back, matey. I just wanted to stand up for the... can't even remember who it was, the Ipswich player. Nothing in it. But I do remember it, and I was there. I was there at the game. Let's concentrate on this one. 38. 30. Yes, with footballers and headgear, it will start with goalkeepers. It'll be compulsory, and then it will move on for sure, won't it, with concussions. A big talking point here. Here is Dickey. Out wide it goes to Kane. Given away to Ngakia. First half winding down here. QPR had the better of the first half an hour. Watford with the best chance of the game, though. Oh, Cleverly's played it into the channel. Saar chases after it. Sierralta heading it, and Dieng tips it onto the bar. Saar comes in off the right. Cleverly plays it out wide. Navarro, good cross. João Pedro heads it over, gets underneath it at the back post. Heading will be banned one day. Well, they're going to rule it out of kids' stuff first, aren't they? But perhaps it will be. And the game will be very, very different than we know it. I don't think you can assume a player wants to end someone's career. That's unfair. But there's a line, that players cross there. Any player that goes out to, injure another player, it's so difficult because trust is such a big thing. You want players to be competitive, don't you? But you have to trust that their intentions are that they all know what a short career it can be. If you get 3 years at the top level, you're doing well, aren't you? So Dickey steps out. 40 minutes gone here. In it goes to Bull. Bull plays it out wide. Wallace. Wallace to Chair. Back to Wallace. Doesn't want to cross it. Now it's going in the box from Larbey. And Gakia heads it out. Kane crosses back in from the right and Sierralta clears. A lot of possession with not a lot of end product in terms of the crossing moments here. Do you think Liverpool signing Daves would be a watershed? It might be. It's a good point, Ben, on Brexit as well. That might have hastened that short-term deal for Ben Davies there. The fact that he only has to get from Preston to Liverpool, if you know what I mean. I'm not even being facetious about that. Thrown in by Rangers. Watford get that one clear, but it's back with Kane. Crossing position, right-hand side. Better cross. Ooh, Austin heads goalwards. It hits Ekong. Austin tries to recover it. That was a much better cross from Todd Kane there. And Austin gets on the end of it. 42 gone here. Larbey, lovely ball forward to Chair. Chair in the 10 position. Chair just gets tackled by Chalobah. Normally his close control is better than that. Sarr has it. Here come the Rangers shirts. And that's the 4th or 3rd foul on Sarr already. And referee Gillett is pointing that out, that the Rangers players are all taking it in turns to have a foul on Ismail Assar. He's got a handful of shirt there. He's lucky to get away, Bull, there. As soon as you get caught with a handful of shirt, if it gets seen, you get a yellow card, because there's no excuse for having a handful of shirt, is there? Players are quite good at doing it on the blind side of the referee, aren't they? Unbelievable. Johnny Williams has linked up with Mick McCarthy for the 100th time and joined Cardiff. We'll talk about that on the transfer update tomorrow. Watford throw in on halfway. Cleverly plays it back to Navarro. Another Watford throw. Warburton appeals the other way. I was at the match when Eduardo had the horrible ankle injury. Oh, Jay, I don't want to play this game, but I was at the match where Luke Nillis, completely incidental, his career ended there and then. He was playing for Aston Villa. Ball over the top. He runs in. Richard Wright comes out. They both clash, and Luke Nillis never played a game. So sad. So sad. Austin, long ranger, 35-yard volley, that one. Well wide. Hi to Charlie. He hopes I'm well. I'm very well, my friend. Always happy to be here talking to you guys on this live watch along. It's Watford 0, QPR 0. We're just coming up half time. Blue through and through. Has there been a shot on target yet? There's been 2, 1 per team. You would assume the Sierralta header, being as it was tipped onto the bar, would count as a shot on target. Wouldn't you? Luton fans, tell me about Elliot Lisa's animation. We have Luton fans in the chat here, so they will. I'll pass that over to them. Yeah, Johnny Williams is a thoroughly nice chap who's had a thoroughly awful time. I think the way he plays Wenlock young team, his build and the way he invites tackles means he's just an injury waiting to happen. Bless him. Is Ben Davies a good player? He is a good player at championship level. But obviously he's stepping up into elite company there with Jurgen Klopp. Most Derby fans will hate Axel Witsel for the tackle against Fawn. So unnecessarily and wild for a pre-season game. Yeah, not good, is it? Alex Smithies or Holly? Ipswich keeper, 6'1". Smithies. Like Holly, but obviously he's not played at the level of Smithies. Hughes plays it into Ngakia, crosses into the box. Sarr climbs, headed away. Austin comes in and chests it down. He knows the halftime whistle's about to go. And he sticks it into the stand. Halftime, 0-0. I think I agree with Robin. Let's chat about something more positive. Yeah, I'm sure we've all seen players get nasty injuries. It's not good. It's the risk. And we have to assume good intent unless we know the opposite to be the case. Some Liverpool fans calling Ben Davies the best defender. Well, I mean, that's clearly nonsense, but you can imagine yes, Liverpool fans just trying to build their part. They probably haven't watched a single minute of championship football. And I know for a fact you lot, because you've watched it with me, have watched thousands of minutes of championship football. Best defender in the championship. Well, I mean, straight away you can go with a Max Aarons at Norwich, a Kiko Firmino at Watford, Ekong. Yeah, there's many. Ben Davies, very, very good, of course. Oh no, is that true, Lewis? Oh dear, poor old Bielik. How's your luck? How is your luck? Dear oh me. Right, let's have a look at the numbers for the first half. And then I agree with, who was it, Robin? Yeah, let's stop talking about horrible injuries because it's not nice at all. Not nice. Let's have a look at the numbers for the first half, shall we? It was 43-57 in possession in favour to the Hoops of QPR. 5 shots to 4 in Watford's favour. 1 apiece on target. 5 corners to 3 for Watford. Hit woodwork 1-0. Obviously, Sierralta's header, I think he should have done better there. It's annoying because the stats don't pick up the best opening of the game for QPR because there wasn't a shot. But Chair's cross was an absolute beaut, looking for Austin there, and Ekong clears it out at the last moment there. Let's have a look at the live league table. Unhelpful draw. Watford's home record, they will want to win this game, but level at the moment and not really worthy of winning it. There is the Watford home record. Imperious, to say the least. If they do draw this, it'll be 33 points. If they win, it'll be 35 points. Watford will be picking up at home, which is just absolutely sensational. Rangers could also do with a win, but I mean, go figure, they're away at the best home team in the league. So choose what hill you want to die on. Let's have a look at the comments here. It's a poor dog who lives a couple of doors down. I think he gets left on his own, bless him, barking for high heaven at the moment. Right. What are we saying here? Steve says, who's the best striker in the championship? I think that's being debated as it stands. Tony Armstrong, Zhao. Some good ones at the moment. Good battle going on between Tony and Armstrong at the top there. Zhao's coming up on the rails with 15 goals. Obviously, we need to pay respect to Teemu Pukki, who has bossed this division before with 29 goals, and Troy Deeney, Charlie Austin, who have had great careers as well. Remember, on this channel, we try and leave our bias at the door. So if we're debating who's the best striker, that shouldn't be who's my favourite striker. It should be who is the best. 0-0, Kieran, between Watford and QPR as it stands. What we will do because I'm sure you guys will be interested. We'll just have a look at the current picture in terms of the transfer latest. So I'm going to bring up Sky's transfer centre, and you can give me your thoughts on any of these. As I suggested, we will have a look tomorrow at a video. You can see there, Championship moves. Johnny goes blue. Johnny Williams in at Cardiff. Can they get him on the pitch? Can they keep him fit? He loves Johnny Williams, does Mick McCarthy. Vandenberg, we knew was going to be part of the deal for Ben Davies. So he's joined Preston. They have signed Liam Lindsay, so you'd assume it would be Lindsay and Huntington playing centre halves. There you go. Dennis Bergkamp and Maurizio Pochettino's children signing for Watford. I'm sure they will be projects. See any more Championship ones here? Bolton midfielder Reagan Riley has joined Norwich for an undisclosed fee. Norwich stocking up, as they're very good at. What else have we got here in terms of Championship stuff? Interesting one there. Marcus Maddison, who was very highly rated in his time at Peterborough, has ended up at Bolton. How the mighty have fallen in his case there. There is Ben Davies, and all we can say, let's not rain on his parade, is good luck to him. It's a very unique set of circumstances that allow Davies to end up there. Whether he gets on the pitch for Liverpool, whether he plays any meaningful games, or whether he's just backup for the backup, we'll see. But good luck to him. Great to see a Championship player get that incredible move there, Ben Davies. He must be pinching himself. That's the one Animation was asking about there. Luton loan Elliot Lee to Oxford. Again, we'll talk about all of these properly tomorrow. Elliot Lee's played a fair amount of football for Luton this season. Lee Gregory, that went through just after we came live at 7:49. Lee Gregory, Derby need strikers, don't they? Just nobody there other than Colin Kazim Richards. I think even the young guy, Kai Gordon, is going through to Liverpool, isn't he? What else have we got here? That's an interesting one. Lewis Wing to Rotherham there. I like Lewis Wing. A great long-range shot on him. Good set play guy, good attacking central midfielder. I'm sure he'll do a good job for Paul Warne and Rotherham. What else have we got? Liam Lindsay. We've spoken about that one into Preston. A replacement on loan for Ben Davies. I was going to say Ben White then. They'd have liked Ben White, wouldn't they? Lindsay was at, God, where was he? Barnsley, and then signed by Stoke last season. Any more interesting ones? Let's have a look there. Look at that. Luke Mattheson into Ipswich. What are you going to do? Marcus Evans backs Paul Lambert. That is essentially what has gone through in the last hour or so. And it's lots. A nightmare to keep up. I promise tomorrow morning, first thing I do when I get up, we will do the business and get the update done. Joe says, excited by the signing of Neeland from Aston Villa. I hope it works out, Joe, but not great for Aston Villa there. That's a proper Stuart Webber deal, that, for Norwich. Rehabilitating a player whose reputation isn't the best there. A few clangers dropped by Neeland at Villa, but let's see. I'm sure he will be in reserve, you would think, ahead of Barden, but behind Tim Krul. And if he doesn't get on the pitch for Norwich, I'm sure Stuart Webber will be very happy, because that will mean Tim Krul's played every minute. Stephen says, Mendes Lang. Well, we all predicted that as soon as he was fired from Cardiff. Where's Warnock going? And will Mendes-Lang end up with him? Wing scored 2 against us, but Borough fans don't seem to rate him, says Blue through and through. I've liked him every time I've seen him, Blue through and through. And like I say, great long-range shot. Chris, actually talking about the game. There we go. QPR the better team, but look goal shy. Watford look uninspiring and flat as they always do, and then end up winning anyway, don't they? They've just done the job, haven't they? Yes, we heard about Reading and Diego Rossi. Yes, forget 10 million. It will be a 1 million loan fee we're hearing and a 9 million obligation to buy or first refusal on promotion. So let's park the idea of Reading spending 10 million. That ain't happening given their FFP there. Jed says, evening, Ben. Daryl Dyke is pronounced Daryl DK. Nice. Thank you, Jed. I don't know who Daryl DK is, so I don't know whether that's a transfer happening at Parsley. Jaggy, classic there. Phil McCracken. Alan, I love that. Oldest viewer at 74. Alan, my dad is 74, and I'm sure he tunes in every now and again. But you are very, very welcome, Alan, at 74. Iain at 58, no chance. I've met Iain. He doesn't look a day of his 58. There we go. I'm sure this has been mentioned, but surely the whole Brexit palaver, the champion. Yeah, you'd think, James. Good point. Has to be is it the top 2 divisions? Because am I right in saying that? Top 2 divisions of European leagues, or is it just the top division that you can sign players from now? Bench says, 0-0 as always, from what I'm learning for everyone here. Naughty. 90% of our last 11 watch-alongs have not ended 0-0. It's complete fake news, that. A total myth. Who won the league in 1962? Ha! I think we all know that one, don't we? Let's point at my beautiful Ipswich scarf up there. Ewan. Can you get the youngest for 15? I don't know whether you can. There you go. And he's 13. Tremendous stuff. By the way, everybody is welcome. My bias is completely left at the door. And as always, in life and on this channel, we judge people, and we should judge people on what they've got to say, not who they are, how old they are, what they look like, what gender they are, what colour their skin is, what country they come from, what they do for a living, whether they have long hair or not, whether they wear a stupid tiger jumper. We judge people on their ideology, I hope. So you are all very, very welcome. Tremendous stuff. Who do I think the next championship manager is for the sack? Who's under pressure, Robin? Who do you think's under pressure? Karanka? Although I don't think Karanka's going to get fired, is he? I mean, Sheffield Wednesday, you're never far away. Who else? Gary Rowett? Karanka, Rowett? No one else is really under pressure. If Preston take a huge dive, Neil's been there a while. That's what you look at. The managers who've been there a long time. Am I anti-Paul Lambert? I'm not anti anybody, Liam. I'm anti people doing terrible jobs at very well-resourced League One clubs and keeping their jobs. But no, Paul Lambert was a great player. I'm sure he's a nice guy who loves his family, but he does need to do a better job at Ipswich. And there's little evidence. Stephen, 18. I was 18 once. Deary me. Here we go. Look. Bournemouth. Oh, Tyndall. Good point. Yeah. Karanka, Houghton. Gaza says, I must be the youngest here. Everyone keeps telling me to grow up. Gaza of his multi-screen setup. The Millwall fan. It is you, Gaza, who has the 5 screens, isn't it? Karanka, Tyndall. Not good. Give Wednesday a chance. Yeah, right. I'm not anti-Paul Lambert, Annie. Kieran. Legendary stuff, Kieran. A £5 super chat. I'm all full of beer, so I probably shouldn't open another drink, but we will join God, Liam's only 20. These really knowledgeable guys are much younger than I thought for their knowledge. That's excellent. Thank you, Kieran. Joe, are you ready for my line on this one? Paul, I played for big clubs, Lambert. Well, that's true because he hasn't managed any, has he? There we go. Sorry, that's very loud. I didn't think Birmingham had the money to be sacking, but they've just dropped 2 million on. God, what's the name of the striker that's just coming from Aberdeen? Deary me. We'll get there. We will get there, won't we? 1,000 new players in deals at the moment. What you probably want to know is how are my Josh King shares doing? Let's have a look. See what the depth is on Football Index here. Thank you, Jay. Sam Cosgrove. Joe is 21 in 2 days' time. You buggers. Deary me. 14. Tremendous knowledge on this channel here. Oh, okay. Nice. Right. Josh King is moving. The second half is started, but just very quickly, I'm going to raise my price on Josh King because I'm in charge of this negotiation at the moment. Here we go. Just do this real quick. Second half started. I promise. Full concentration in just a sec. Sell. Place an offer. And we'll go at 50% of capacity. There we go. I'm the Wolf of Wall Street. Place offer. Have I done that right? I don't want to rush that. Mess everything up. Depth. There we go. We are turning the screw. Robin says, beers for Wickham players. That's tremendous stuff. Thank you, sir. We'll drink to that. Oh, this is sensational. Look at that. 23, Hal, with his bicep. Brickhand's 22. Carl says, FFS, I'm 48. I'm in the middle of all of this lot, by the way, guys. Fraud in my way through the channel at 13. You do great stuff, Annie. You're very welcome. Chris says he's 60 and he's got better hair than I would like to think that I can take on most people in the hair stakes, I would say. Although there's Chris's picture up there. That is extremely long, isn't it? Jacob says, King, please stay. 14. Tremendous stuff. Good numbers for the stream. We love it. How much do you have to donate for a Karanka song? I consider that. Karanka. The only problem is, what does Karanka rhyme with? Deary me. 31, Jay. 26, James. 22. God, you lot make me feel old. But you're very knowledgeable, I have to say. Although it's a bit patronising, assuming anyone who's in their 20s or teens is not going to be knowledgeable. People like me didn't grow up with the internet around when I was a teen. My bicep isn't like that. My lockdown gut. Shaylee's making brownies tomorrow as well. My lockdown gut's going to increase. Right. 47-20 gone. Feeling ancient, QPR. Me too. And Gakia plays that one down the line, looking for Saar, who appears to have swapped wings, I think, unless he was just over there. Sinbin sponsor is gone, Jacob. Yes. Do you know what? I'll read you the demographic. Oh, Austin with the shot there. Let me show you the age demographics on the channel. It's really good. It is really, really good. How do I do this? Analytics. Audience. Can I be bothered to read that actually? Can you see that? There you go. Don't know if you can see that. 18 to 24, 20%. 25 to 34, 24%. It's really, really mixed, although the only one is gender, male, 98.6%. We skew male, very much so. What are you going to do? Hey, corner in from QPR. Austin picks up on the back post. He's had to play back into central midfield there. Nice sidestep by Wallace there. And then poor by Wallace. Puts the cross straight into Cleverley and it's turned over. Will Hughes trying to hit Ismail Assar early there, but Todd Kane reads it, and he does well. The best channel on YouTube. There we go. Thank you, James. Very, very kind. Surprised more females aren't here for the hair. Hey, we try our best. Sarr hits the shot from the edge of the box there, straight at Dieng, and it's out for a corner. Graphics, do you forgive me for moaning about 0-0? Absolutely not. No, you're still in trouble, Graphics. Wallace, sum her up there in one sentence. There we go. Well, summed up. I knew what you meant. Yeah, there is a couple of Pepsis in shot. We could stick that. Oh, God, that one's still going. I've literally got 2 on the go. Let me get that one out of shot. Corner in from the right-hand side. Sierralta heads goalwards. Cleared away. It was Kane on the line. That's got to be Kane. Cleverly plays that out to Sarr. Sarr, lovely cross in. Searching ball there in behind. Dieng's got his arm up for offside. Oh, that's poor from Wallace. Sarr, that's going to be a penalty, surely. Oh, dear. And I can see all of the QPR fans so poor from Lee Wallace. And Ismail Assar has won about 5 penalties this season. And Troy Deeney is about to score another penalty. Are you all ready for it? Oh, it's so poor from Wallace. He's got to clear that up the line. And you knew, yeah, it's a penalty. You knew as soon as Sarr, 50-50 with Cameron, that he was going to clip it to the side and down he goes. Oh, dear. It's a definite penalty. But Lee Wallace should have not given that ball away in such a high position against Ismail Assar. And we all know what's coming, that Troy Deeney is about to smack this penalty down the middle and put Watford 1-0 up. 51:02 on the clock. We know exactly where Deeney's putting this. And we know exactly QPR forever. I totally understand. There is no way that should end in a penalty. Wallace needs to either put that out for a throw or up the line. He's against Watford's best player, Sarr, and he's cleared it straight into him. Right, here comes Deeney. Can Dieng actually save one? Deeney smacks it down the middle into the net. The penalty maestro, Troy Deeney, does it again, and he slams it into the back of the net. It is 1-0 to Watford, a thoroughly preventable situation. Deeney has just got in all the keepers' heads with this one now. Just hits it so hard. Dieng takes one step to his right, but I don't know. Keepers just get nowhere near these penalties from Deeney, do they? And I think that's probably 6 for the season. I doubt anyone's got any complaints about the penalty. It's just Wallace in a simple clearing position there has put his team in all sorts of trouble. And I don't want to pile in on one player, but it's not the first time, is it? And Watford lead 1-0 in this one. I haven't done a lot to be ahead, but where there's Sarr and where there's Deeney, this just keeps happening this season, doesn't it? 1-0 Watford, who are going to move on to 50 points if they can see out this game, which they've been able to do over and again at home this season. They're going to have played one more game than Norwich and Swansea and 2 more than Brentford, 1 more than Reading and Bournemouth as well. But they're right in there. And, well, they've got this home form. Let me just isolate the table and make it home only. It's genuinely ridiculous. Look at that. 35 points in 14 games. My maths is not good enough to do that. Let me just give you a points per game. 35 from 14. It's going to be around 2.2, isn't it? 35 divided by 14. Wow. 2.5 points per game Watford are getting at home. That is just so good. You can be pretty bad at home and still away from home and still get promoted. We'll go to comments in just a sec. Watford lead 1-0. What are we saying in the chat here? FFS penalty merchants. They are, aren't they? But it was a penalty, wasn't it? Sarr got there first. He's just too quick for Cameron. He's too quick for everyone, Star, isn't he? Some happy Watford fans. There we go. Deanie, says Ewan. It was inevitable. Don't remember. Any of the Watford fans tell us. Don't remember Deanie ever missing one. John says, come on, Watford. I mean, that wasn't exactly down the middle, but he hits it so hard, doesn't he? And I think there's some sledging goes on as well. Deanie's always talking to the keeper before he hits them as well. The power Deanie has on penalties, I don't blame the keepers getting out the way. Yeah, it was Jeff Cameron who gave away the penalty indeed. You can pile in as much as you want on Wallace. Nothing will happen. My theory is that he has Warburton's nudes. That's appalling. Oh, good cross in there. And Gakia clears it. Recycled now. The much maligned Wallace has it again. Wallace crosses it in, headed away by Chalobah back helping there. Chair has got it again. QPR haven't quite reached the level of the first half, but it's hardly like Watford have been all over them to have this lead. But just Watford at home, Sarr and Deanie from the spot just seems to be the deal at the moment. What have we got here? Bias on full show there. That's fine, QPR. I feel your pain. Deanie missed one last year at home to Spurs. There you go. Thank you, Anir and Ewan. Didn't he miss one against? Yeah, I think he did miss one at Arsenal, didn't he? Shearer at least hit them just below the crossbar. Oh, Shearer was... It was either corner, top corner, every time. Where's the yellow highlighter today? It is in there. Can you see it? There's the one. In honour of Watford, I guess. 55-57 gone. Watford leading 1-0. Watford winning at home through a Troy Deanie penalty he absolutely smashed. Some things never change. Not convincing, though. Were I a Bournemouth fan, a Reading fan, a Swansea fan, a Norwich fan, I would think, well, I'd think one of two things. Either Watford could come a cropper at some point, or they're actually going to improve, and then they'll be really, really lethal. Maitland-Niles coming to us. Still think, oh yeah, it's a good sign in Hamza, isn't it? Maitland-Niles to West Brom. He's in and around the England squad, isn't he? We had him at Ipswich, Maitland-Niles, and certainly, you know, top level player, isn't he? In terms of, you know, Premier League player. Can't think of anything more Watford than that. Damn right. Clipped in from the right. Austin. Ekon gets there first. Headed back in. Here's Chair, nice and central in that dangerous 10 position. Deanie back helping defending. Here is Barbe. Wallace now. Wallace deep into the box. Wallace, I thought he was going to redeem himself there. Ekong is furious with the cover there. Watford too narrow and too deep there. But when Chair gets on the ball in the 10, they are clearly scared of him, aren't they? And it all just got suckered in there as that phase of play went on. Corner for Rangers from the left-hand side. Chair's going to take it right-footed. Chair is just giving his last instructions. Cameron's gone near post. They're going to try and crowd Barden, I think. Keep your eye on Austin as ever. Although referee Gillett, who's had a perfectly serviceable game, apart from missing Charlie Austin S-housing a goal kick earlier in the game. I always find this a bit unnecessary where we're stopping the game and chatting with Chalobah and Austin here, who are both very experienced players who know exactly what they're doing. It's going to go in one ear and out the other. And they'll probably both continue to foul each other. Comment of the day there. Benjamin Bloom is my favourite YouTuber. Thank you. Beautiful graphs and spreadsheets. Corner in from Chair. Out it goes. João Pedro. A good play by him. Austin with a clear shirt pull there. He's pushing his luck here. Charlie Austin. Oh, Dickey strong there. Just barges João Pedro out the way. Dickey plays it down the line. I think Charlie Austin's a bit of a walking yellow card at the minute there. Clear shirt pull on João Pedro there. But Rangers have got it. Oh, sorry. Did I say Barden, not Backman? Sorry. That's the Norwich reserve goalkeeper, not the Watford reserve goalkeeper. It's because I was doing a bit on Rob Elliott earlier and who he was going to be ahead of. My apologies there. That'll bolster the theory that all Ipswich fans are actually obsessed with Norwich, won't it? Let me give you a time check. We're coming up 59:30 in this one. I'll give you a sync at 60 if you want to. I like that, Hamza. Well done. Pardon me. Animation. He's rubbing it in. I think Oxford and Ipswich have had the best deadlines. Yeah. Now, if only we had a pattern of play and a competent manager to use all these signings. Right. If you want to sync up, I'll be at 60 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. We are an hour up in here. Will Mr. Warburton go to the bench soon? Crossed in from Navarro, easy for Dieng. Let's see how the Josh King shares are going. As deadline looms, they're going very well. Woof! Very, very well indeed, in fact. I think we might be able to raise up. Oh, we can definitely raise our price. Right. Let's do this. I'm cashing out. It's all happening. What price do I want? Hang on a minute. Got to do this now. 58. Right, let's gamble. Go 60. 100%. Bosh. Cross your fingers for me. I'm in the shotgun, as they would say in NFL. Chalobah just tracking back there with Johansson cleared away. Get Wall Street bets on for Josh King. Don't think we're going to need it, fingers crossed. Yeah, 11 p.m. Blue through and through. But remember that if a team produces intent to deal even at 10:59, they've got another 2 hours. So it will go until 1 a.m. We know there'll be someone. Is that true, animation? I love that deal if that's true. Have we got a source for that, animation? Tom Ince to Luton. I wondered why Elliot Lee had gone, if that's true. Really like that one. Here comes Wallace down the left. Inside, Johansson just muscled out of it by Deeney. Great play by Troy Deeney again. And Deeney, oh, lovely clip over the top. Real quality by Deeney. And Sarr chases in. Dieng has to clear his lines. That's a great bit of news for Luton, that, isn't it? Let me just bring up Twitter on here. I think Tom Ince to Luton. I love that. What do we got here? There you go. Well done, animation. That's the Luton Twitter there. Tom Ince, who's been great at championship level, and it shows how Luton have grown to get him. Here's Sarr, right over by the corner flag. Navarro, a bit of a speculative cross by Navarro, easily cleared. Lovely double chest control by Chair there. But I'm not the guy to pile in on players, but Lee Wallace is a horrible left back, isn't he? He's just played Cameron all the way back into trouble. However, they've got out, and here comes Kane now against Ngakia. Oh, good play by Ngakia. Just gets his body in front there. I suspect we will see Nico Hammerleinen within the next 5 minutes. Will come on at wing back because Wallace is struggling and he's on a yellow card as well. And Ismail Assar is really good. Stephen says, we played Brentford at the Riverside. Slightly worried after the 7-goal whacking of Wickham. Yeah, I wouldn't be too too concerned. It won't be 7 again, not against the Neil Warnock side. But Brentford are a fine team, 18 unbeaten. When Deeney's taking the penny of the keeper, you know where he's going to go. Stay in the middle. Well, we thought that who's the Barnsley keeper? Jack Walton knew, and he was telling Deeney he knew, and then Deeney smacked it. He got 2 hands to it and still couldn't save it. So tremendous stuff. People were calling for Lambert. That's not tremendous, Annie. Oh dear. Well, Annie, Paul Lambert at Ipswich has a noose around his neck now because Marcus Evans has given him 4 players in the transfer window. So, he is done. He is cooked. The second automatic promotion playoffs are not, mathematically possible. And God forbid those 4 players might get us in. Although, hey, promotion would do. Here's Dickey. Lovely little sidestep around Deeney there by Rob Dickey. 65 gone. Warburton, we're looking to the bench. I suspect we'll see Adoma and Hammerlinen fairly soon. Bull plays it out wide to Todd Kane. Kane inside to Bull again. Bull switches the play. Wallace touches it, brings it down. Wallace plays it outside to Chair. Chair, lovely diagonal there for Kane. Great ball by Kane. Oh, lovely cross by Todd Kane. And Macaulay Bonne was asleep there. That was a brilliant cross. If Bonne is awake there, he's got a tap in from 6 or 8 yards there. Good ball by, who was it? I think it was Chair in the first place. And yeah, if Bonne's awake there, lovely cushion volley cross by Kane. But Bonne just didn't expect it, did he? He did not expect it. Yeah, I think Dieng did stay put, didn't he? And it was a fair way over. Right, you can see Ken Semmer and Andre Gray, either a left back or left midfielder in Semmer, who's going to play left midfield. Will Hughes has gone off. I'm assuming João Pedro, although Deeney sometimes does come off early. We'll see which forward comes off. João Pedro is coming off for Watford. Doesn't look terribly happy about it. Here comes the misfiring Andre Gray. God, yeah, Ricky Lambert used to hammer penalties as well. Steph Johansson has come off. And Chris Willock has come on, slightly more attacking. Reasonable debut for Johansson, particularly first half hour, but he's not really been in the game in the second half. Harvey Elliott v Sepp Vandenberg. There we go, Liverpool teammates. Loads of Liverpool loanees in the Championship now. Harry Wilson, Shea Ojo, Harvey Elliott, Sepp Vandenberg. I was going to say Ovie Ejaria then, but they signed him, didn't they? I'm sure I'm forgetting some. It's turned over there, and here comes Semmer. Deeney's played it back to him. Semmer down the left-hand side. Semmer into the box, low cross, cut out by Dickey and cleared, and Kane's going to be able to come away with it there. Nearly architected around downfall. Nice ball by Kane, who's had a really good 5 minutes. Chair has played it ahead to Charlie Austin, and it's out for a throw-in. A nice quick transition there from QPR. 67-44 gone. 1-0 to Watford. What do you think of that, Nick? Tom Ince, I really like that. Ewan says, why does Gray have to come on? He's just trying desperately to get him a goal and hope to rebuild his confidence, isn't he? Let's just check the Josh King situation on Football Index. Diagonal there from Barbet. Oh, really nice flick on by Macaulay Bonne. Headed on in turn, looking for Willock by Kane, and he can't quite control it. Crossed in again, flicked on to Austin. Austin plays it back to Chair. Chair, dangerous as ever in the 10. Chair into the box here, takes it on the left foot. Chair, lovely little stood up cross there. Ciralta heads it away, headed back by Kane, and it's not far wide. predictable quality from Ilias Chair there. And with the lesser used left foot there, really good player, Chair. Signed a new contract recently as well. Ciaralta, so good in the air, heads that away. Kane, he didn't notice Charlie Austin on the penalty spot there, the ace marksman, but he went for goal instead. Here come QPR again on transition. Dickey plays that out to Kane, who's having a good little spell here. Here's Willock. Willock out to Larbey and Wallace. Stood up by Sarr. Just losing a bit of intensity now. Rangers, can they move the ball quicker? Chair, brilliant again. Wallace crosses in. Oh, goodness me. Bon is 4 yards out there and he can't connect properly. And the other thing is, there was a really lazy tackle on Wallace by Cleverly. Oh, dear. So if Wallace, he tries to cross it. If he just nicks that past Tom Cleverly, well, it's right on the edge of the box, so it wouldn't have been a penalty. But Cleverly was all kinds of committed then. But Bon didn't get a decent contact on that one. Goodness me. Everton and Fulham verbally agreed deals with Bournemouth to sign forward Josh King. It's happening, guys. It is happening. This is the point where I realise I could have sold for more. What are you going to do, though, hey? Cleverly is down after that tackle on Wallace. It wasn't a good tackle by Cleverly, by the way. Love Bond's movement, but he really does struggle to finish. Yeah, he should have put that one in, shouldn't he? Big chance there. Holds head in hands. C'est bon. No excuses. Got to score. Big chance for Rangers there. Let's have a look at the numbers. Cisco's just giving Deeney his captain, some instructions to pass on to his teammates. Here are the numbers. Well, Cleverly's down hurt. 59-41 in Rangers' favour in the possession. 8 shots apiece, 6 corners to 5, 1 big chance to 0. It's really tight, really, really tight game. At the moment, just that poor clearance pounced on by Sarr and winning the penalty against Cameron, Deeney scoring. Nothing in it other than that. And Rangers coming on stronger, certainly the last, probably 10 minutes or so now, particularly with Kane down the right and Chair in the 10, looking very decent. There's Gino Pozzo in his skybox. $72.30. Thrown down the line, Willock right wing. A good turn back by Willock. Oh, he's got it into the box as well. Austin arriving and he scores. There is the ace marksman, and it's pretty well deserved for QPR. You knew if they got one of the chances to Austin that he'd put it away. They've fallen to different players, but this guy has done that all his career. It's really good work by Chris Willock. I think Chalobah will be disappointed because Chalobah is goal side. Willock sends him one way, quick turn. It's a beautiful cross, and then you know exactly what's happening when Charlie Austin gets on the end of one of those. He's buried those all of his career. And, of course, he does it again. And I have to say, Rangers didn't deserve to be behind, really, did they? It's been a very, very even game. Bit of quality from Willock, the substitute. And that's why Austin has been brought back, because he routinely buries big chances. Create him the big chances and he will score them. And he's done it again. 50th goal for QPR. Charlie Austin. How predictable is this one? Charlie Austin and Troy Deeney on the score sheet in this game. It's Watford 1, QPR 1. Be very interesting to see the game state now, because Rangers almost need to just keep doing what they're doing, and they will perhaps be favourites to win this game, looking at the game state, not maybe the respective quality in the squads. Played over the top there, looking for Gray, but he is offside. Let's see your comments on that one. Lovely stuff by Willock. And, of course, Austin buries that header, doesn't he? Yes, says Noah. Wow, look, yes, get in QPR. We. Yes, Austin. Tremendous stuff. Get in. Great stuff. Nice to see some happy people here. Apologies to Watford fans. Get in QPR for Swans. There you go. 50 goals for Austin. Yes. Itchy says, I told you Watford are lazy. And didn't I don't know whether I can get behind them being lazy, but QPR have certainly deserved it. Let's just say quality from Austin. He makes so much difference to Rangers. Always a chance. Yeah, one chance puts it away, doesn't he? It's quite simple football, isn't it? The objective is to score goals, and certain people just have the instinct, and they're worth their place in the team just for that, aren't they? And Austin certainly falls into that category. He's just got the instinct as a goal scorer, hasn't he? Always has, always will. However old he is, however much pace he's got or lost, he'll stick those chances away, and that's why he's there. And second goal since he's been back. Austin scored at Luton as well with his head. Andre Gray, nice ball by Gray outside of the foot out for Sema. Dickey chases him over. Watford trying to push now to increase that incredible home record. Sema does well. Deeney heads it down. Good play by Deeney. Won't fall for Gray. Cleverly. Oh, cleared off the line there. Great play by Sema. Very similar to Willock's play down the other end for the assist. He crossed it to the back post. Lovely cushion header down by Troy Deeney. Interesting, he looked for Cleverly, not Gray there. Oh, no, sorry, he did look for Gray. It was knocked back. That's a good clearance off the line by Rob Dickey there. Good play all round, really. And Cleverly hit the shot well enough, just tried to keep it down and get it on target. But heart in mouth stuff for QPR. Great job by the officials there, because Sema did keep that in, really close to going out, but it was still in. Here comes Saar down the right. He can't keep it in. Come on, Watford, says Tristan. Jay says, come on, Watford, from a Birmingham point of view. Open game. It's good now. And here, let's hope they both keep on going for it, hey? Lee Wallace, who I did predict would be substituted, but has stayed on. Down the line from Wallace. And cleared. Chair with a little flick on. Ekong plays it in to Sierralta. Here comes in Ngakia from left back. Oh, poor from Ngakia. Bon has taken that off him, but then poor from Bon. He's given it straight to Sema. Horrible play by Bon there. Sema comes down the left. He's got no support. Or rather, he's got Ngakia, but he chooses not to use him. Sema still holds the ball. Nice back heel in the end. And Ngakia crosses from the left. In it goes. Deeney climbs with Dieng. Dieng loses it. No foul given there. Didn't look like a foul, actually. Dieng didn't look too commanding there. Here's Saar down the right. Saar stood up by Wallace, who does well. Credit where it's due. And Saar gives it away. Watford recycle. It's over the other side again now with Sema. QPR can't get out. This attack has now had three separate phases. Crossed in by Ngakia. That's poor by the ex-West Ham left back. And the cross goes out for a goal kick. Albert Adoma is going to come on for Rangers. I wonder if he'll take Macaulay Bon off. Thank you, Wenlock Young Team. We'll drink to you, sir. Been very great support of the channel on Super Chat there, Wenlock Young Team. Not the first one there. Thank you, sir. Very, very kind. Tom Insta Luton. Yeah, that's gone through in the last sort of hour or so. I like that a lot. Kyle Edwards as well from West Brom. Interesting. Very interesting. Willock, he's made a difference, hasn't he? Brighter side, Samuel, anybody? Missing him? All clipped over the top looking for Gray. Good header by Cameron, and Larbey completes the clearance there. Headed up in the air by Willock, who brings it down. Good play by Willock again. He's had a good sub cameo here, especially that assist. Now, Ball has broken the lines there. He's just beaten his man. Here's Kane. Ball just played it behind Kane there. Oh, Kane has beaten Ngakia. Kane, he's in behind, into the box. Kane crosses low to Bon. Bon takes 2 touches to control. Back it comes to Ball, into Willock. Willock, edge of the box. Willock shoots. Good save by Backman, not Barden. QPR on top here, looking dangerous for sure. Good save there. Favourite film? I'd have to think about that. Blue through and through. In lockdown, Shaylee and I just watched about 20 80s movies in about 20 days. I couldn't even remember all of them. Chalobah, Sema, coming down the left-hand side. Willock, who's been really good since he's come on. But, Sema's beaten Willock. Sema, really good play. I was praising Willock there, but Sema had him on toast for that phase of play. Tried to cut it back. Enough Rangers players back there. Sema looked dangerous. Kane is playing well, but he cannot leave that right back position completely. That would be naive if they were to lose the game, because the right back or the right wing back is way too far forward. Come on, Uncle Albert, says Simon. 1 perfect cross for Charlie. He's already had 1 perfect cross. You know what Charlie Austin will do with a perfect cross, don't you? He'll bury it. Corner. Sema puts the corner in. Headed clear. Saar on the edge of the box, who is way better than that shot, which technique off, balance off, everything off. Smashes it way, way over the bar. Right. Double substitution here for Rangers. We are 81 minutes and 24 in. And Macaulay Bonne is not coming off. He's just coming over to get some instructions. Uncle Albert is coming on. Oh, that's a shame. Ilias Chair's coming off. I assume Warburton knows more than me. I would always have Chair on the pitch where I can keep him. But, hey, I'm not a football manager. Adoma comes on. Charlie Austin comes off. Interesting. Charlie Kelman's come on. So, if Rangers win this game now, we'll think Warburton's a genius. If they lose it, essentially, if they've taken off their most creative player and their best goal scorer there in Chair and Austin. Oh dear, you're right, Jay. JC, do you have anything to say before you get put in the fake news sin bin? Sierralta clears. Sema plays it back. Good battle developing between Kane and Sema down that side of the pitch. And we're going to get another substitute. I think that's Zinkernagel is going to come on for Watford. And Ben Wilmot's going to come on as well. Some hodgepodgey substitutions. Chalobah's coming off for Zinkernagel, who's a winger. So a central midfielder for a winger, which should watch this now. The people asking me about Will Hughes and balance, why they, when they've got 2 wingers, they don't play them. I didn't see who Wilmot came on for. Wilmot's come on for Ngakia. So have they gone 3 at the back? They must have with those substitutions, mustn't they? We will find out when Sky give us the wide shot. But now we do have Wilmot, Ekong and Sierralta on. So I assume they've gone 3 at the back, matched up. So Deeney it's quite attacking, actually. No, that looks like a back 4 to me. No, Wilmot's just gone to play left back. which is interesting. Says a lot for how well Todd Kane was playing down that side. That Ngaki has been hauled off and he's brought fresh legs on. Neil says QPR's 2 best players subbed off. If Watford score a winner, that will be the accusation levelled at Warburton. Oh, helped over the top. Sarr in behind there. Dieng just comes out and manages to grab that one. There's a nice little lofted ball over the top by Andre Gray, but Sarr couldn't quite get on the end of it. 84 minutes, 35 gone. Another excellent match for the watch-alongs today. No nil-nils in sight on these. 12 games now on watch-along and 1 0-0 for all the naysayers and the fake news myth peddlers. Willock, brilliant again. Willock crosses in to the back post. Wallace, oh my God. Wallace, chance there and it's headed away. But I thought Wallace was going to make me eat my words there with a winning goal. Ekong heads it away. Didn't quite connect properly. Excellent by Willock again down the right-hand side, who's given Watford all kinds of trouble since he's come on, Chris Willock, including the assist for Austin's equaliser. Sky Sports sadly haven't shown me a replay of Lee Wallace's glorious chance there. It wasn't a glorious chance. Wilmot's played it into the channel looking for Sema. Is that Dickey on the cover? Oh, it stayed alive. Now Dickey's out of position. Sema inside to Sarr in the box. Good defending there by QPR. Dickey gets that clear. Dickey plays the channel. Ouch. I think Macaulay Bonne has just... Yeah, Macaulay Bonne's just hopefully not torn, but he's definitely pulled the muscle there in the back of his left leg. Unless it's a cramp, Bonne's in trouble here. He's holding his toes like it's a cramp. It looked a bit lower down though, didn't it? Just holding the back of his calf. So possible, not that I'm a doctor, it's either a calf strain or a cramp for Bonne. Hopefully it's a cramp. Now, that doesn't count beautiful graphs and spreadsheets. That wasn't a watch-along. That was a super stream. And we didn't do the whole game, of course. So you can't give me a 45-minute one. Fake news. 87.07 gone. Bonne is okay. So I think that might have just been a little tweak, a quick stretch. But he needs to be careful running on that now. But hey, super fit footballer, I'm sure he'll be okay. Here is Adoma. Oh, that's a foul. Clear foul by Zinkernagel. They didn't even need to make that, actually, because Deeney was sweeping up. And this game, touch wood, looks like it's going to end 1-1. $87.40 gone. Dieng with the free kick. He's booted that one down the ground. Headed away by Sierralta. Kane touches that inside to Bull. Willock, the excellent Willock. Oh, Watford turnover here. Can QPR get back in shape? Willock is trying to commit the tactical foul. And he's surely going to get a booking there, Chris Willock, for that. Both arms around Ismail Assar. I think he's got away with it, actually. Clear tactical foul there by Willock. Kind of 2 pulls and a shove, just to make sure. You're all right, beautiful graphs. I'm only jesting. That was quite fun, that Birmingham commentary 0-0, because it was so bad. We just enjoyed yelling at the TV, didn't we? So Yeah, Macaulay Bonne, that makes sense because he's probably one sprint away from a proper calf strain there, isn't he? George Thomas on for Bonne. Free kick in from Watford. Easy catch for Dieng. Dieng throws it out. 89.04. Here comes Lee Wallace. Big diagonal by Wallace, and that sadly is not a good ball. Sema. Navarro. Awful from Navarro. Just gives it straight back. And yeah, Watford haven't been great tonight, have they? Here comes the excellent Willock. Oh, good feet again by Willock. Willock, oh, brilliant pass by Willock in behind with the outside of his foot. Thomas picks it up. Back to Kane, crossing position. Kane, Adoma's in. Adoma has scored. And QPR have got the win. Wow. What a goal by QPR. And we questioned Mark Warburton, who took off Ilias Chair and Charlie Austin. And he got it dead right, didn't he? Superb stuff by Warburton and QPR. Willock, brilliant in the build-up again, outside of the foot to Thomas. Thomas manages to hold the ball up. It's then crossed in by Kane. Wilmot gets sucked in, touched by Adoma and finish. And QPR are going to win this game 2-1. And I've got to eat a vast slice of humble pie there for questioning that substitution, because it looks like Warburton potentially, touch wood, has played an absolute blinder there, the QPR manager. Wow, is all I can say to that one. Seny Dieng loves that. He's enjoying that goal. Unbelievable, as Gary Neville would say. 5 minutes stoppage time. Surely all-out attack now from Watford. We should get the requisite centre-back up front. But sensational stuff from Mark Warburton. I really did not buy that substitution, and he has nailed it, hasn't he? Well, let's have a look at your comments. Stephen says QPR, yes. Uncle Adoma, get in. Wow, that's a great result. Adoma class, Adoma the QPR fan, getting you super hoops. Wow, what are you doing, QPR? Stay with us in the relegation. We need to give credit to QPR. Remember, Watford are the team that's accumulated the most points in the entire league at home. Yeah, Warburton used his loaf with the subs. I couldn't see it, Carl. I didn't get it. Why are you taking off Chair and Austin? But that's why he's a football manager and I'm not, hey? They've got to see this out. But Mark Warburton, that's a gold star if he gets this one right. Sensational stuff. 2-1 Rangers, potential late winner from Uncle Albert Adoma. Wow. Big diagonal forward. Can Watford force a chance? Doesn't need to be big or clever. Just a long ball forward. That's excellent from Thomas. Thomas clips it forward looking for Adoma. Wilmot doesn't get suckered in that time. I suspect he'll be looking back at that video with the technical guys for Watford tomorrow. Right, Sema down the left. Dangerous here for Watford. Sema crosses right-footed, headed away. Big header by Barbe. There, Wilmot picks it up again. Poor touch by Wilmot. Wow. And what about Chris Willock, the substitute? How good has he been? Big hand in both the goals. Willock, sensational. Ooh, Navarro has just gone right through Wallace. I think he's probably going to get booked for that one. Yeah, yellow card. Magic of the championship, says James. Jay, that's appalling. Tristan is sad. Never mind, my friend. Never mind. There is many a twist and turn, and there is many a slip between cup and lip as well. Still, 90 seconds of minimum stoppage time here. Although you do feel Rangers have come, committed to this game, had a lot of possession, really pushed for the win when they were behind in the second half. And I said when they got back to 1-1, they almost just keep going now. Kane was getting forward well. Obviously got the equaliser through Austin. And then I thought that was a silly substitution to be taken off Chair and Austin. But little did I know, Adoma nearly draws the foul in the corner. Watford have got out. Here is the dangerous Willock, who's dribbling. He's managed to get it wide. Adoma swings the curler over. And QPR will get back in shape. 94-24 on the clock. Short goal kick from Backman, who's surely just got to boot this down the ground now. He's gone out to the fullback, Wilmot. Wilmot inside to Sierralta. They need to just get this forward now, Watford. They ain't got time to mess around. Big one forward from Sierralta. Sema against Dickey's a complete non-contest in the air, but they've got it back round. Dickey clears again. Adoma up there against Sierralta, and they've turned it open. Yes, they have won it back, Rangers. Need to just hoof this into the channel, don't they? They've done better than that because Thomas is chasing it. Thomas will carry it to the corner. We are past the 5 minutes minimum stoppage time. QPR are going to win this game and become only the second team to win away at Watford this season. They've got it in the corner. They've got a throw in. There is not going to be another attacking phase in this game. It's a throw in. Wallace throws it down the line to Adoma, who just holds the ball there in the corner. I think as soon as this phase is over, we all know silly offside there. So we're going to get a free kick, and surely the whistle is going to go as this one goes down the pitch from referee Gillett, and it'll be a well-deserved win for QPR. Forward it goes, and wow. Watford 1, QPR 2. Statistically, the best home team in the division, beaten by QPR, and a brilliant double substitution by Mark Warburton that I thought was exactly the wrong thing to do. That turned out to be exactly the right thing to do. 0-0 at half-time. A mistake by Lee Wallace, and Ismail Assar wins the penalty, which Troy Deeney obviously smashes down the middle. QPR comes strong, though. Good work from Kane at right wing-back and Ilias Chair at number 10. But it was the arrival of Chris Willock off the bench for Steph Johansson that was the real game changer. Willock, excellent work to cross in, and you give Charlie Austin a big chance, and he buries it for 1-1. And at that point, the game is swinging in QPR's favour, and they just kept going. But Mark Warburton pulls off Chair and Austin, and we're all thinking, why have you done that? That was very silly. But on comes Adoma, who then scores the winner. More good work by Willock. George Thomas is on fortuitously because Macaulay Bonne has an issue with his calf. But Thomas crosses in. Albert Adoma touch and finishes. 2-1 QPR. What a brilliant win for Rangers. Excellent, excellent work, and well done, Mark Warburton. Let's have a look at the numbers. You just have a look at the attack momentum there. Look at the graph. Look at the second half for QPR. Thoroughly deserving. Really, really went for that one. And you can see there 56 on the possession, 13 shots to 10, 5-4 on target, 3 big chances to 1. Well-deserved stuff for QPR. That was not a fluke, not by any stretch of the imagination. And look at that. Rangers, 9 points in the last 4 games, 10 points in 5. And that rising tide at the bottom just continues, doesn't it? Poor old Wickham have just been left completely by everybody now. Look at that. Sheffield Wednesday, 10 points in 5. Rotherham, 7. Forest, 8. Birmingham, 4. That won't do at the moment. Derby, 9. Coventry, 7. QPR, 10. Big rising tide down the bottom. Congratulations to QPR. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Alan. Big smiles from Noah. 3 points in our cup final. Tremendous stuff. Brilliant stuff. Ewan says we are still the best home team. Yep, still the team that's accumulated the most home points. Brilliant stuff. Kane, my man of the match. He's such an average player. It's a great performance by Kane. Can you give... I mean, Willock won't be man of the match, but he was definitely the most influential player in the match. But obviously came on as a sub for the last 25 minutes or so. Simon says, if we can start playing like that at home, 10 points from the last 4 away games. Sensational stuff from Rangers. Big up, Stephen. Well done, Ewan. Good sport, matey. Commiserations. Watford will be back. Don't you worry. Thank you, James. Says thank you for the stream. Uncle Al getting over Deeney and the Blues. Love to see it. Up the Villa. There we go. Reading up a place without playing. You'll take that all day long. But let's not make this about anyone else in the top 6. Let's make this about QPR, because that is a tremendous, well-deserved win. And managers take a battering all the time for substitutions. Big up Mark Warburton for that substitution. Absolutely nailed that, didn't he? Right. Let me just read Chris's one out there. Fully deserved QPR, the better team there. Tremendous result. Having seen Watford's last game, clearly Munoz is not the answer. Will we get another manager in at Watford by the end of the season? I wonder. Thank you to QPR forever. He was the king of the bin today. First super chat. Thank you to the other super chatters as well. Wenlock, young team. We had one from Robin as well. Sorry if I've missed anyone out. Some brilliant support on the channel. Now, tomorrow, guys, early morning, first thing, transfer roundup. I'm done with football for the day. Too much for even me today. I'm going to go and hang with Shaylee for the remainder of the evening. Then, Dearly Departed is already recorded. That will come at, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 or something. Then we'll be live at midday for the preview stream. And then we'll be back at 5:45 for the super stream. Really, really busy day. Congratulations, you QPR fans. Let's live vicariously through you guys. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you, everybody, for watching. One quick shout out for Charlie, who is our Watch Along sponsor, 30 years of Law Royal. Here's to many more. And it is a big over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.